the model, I think, has changed. And as leaders, our biggest thing is not about the skill set, about how to recruit or make furniture or make jewelry. It's about the relationships which you build with your people internally, because they're the ones who are going to get you your high levels of growth. And consequently, it throws a bigger challenge and opportunity to us as leaders to be mindful of these relationships and spend enough time. I had, just before Jack Welch retired, in one of these trips to meet interesting leaders, I had a couple of hours with him, and I had a few colleagues from one of my peer groups, as it happened, with me. And everybody was fascinated by, the 10% rule at GEC, bottom 10% get fired every year. And he got quite irritated in this, and he said, Eric, he said, I thought you said you were a leader and you were bringing leaders to see me. He said, all you guys and girls seem to want to talk about is the 10% rule. He said, you shouldn't even be concerned about it. Your role as a leader is to know the diamonds you've got, polish them to be brighter, and to know your future diamonds, and to have programs in place to make them your diamonds of the future. The non-performers, he said, you're spending far too much time on them, and don't give me this crap that it's difficult to get rid of people in the UK. That's an HR issue. Once you have got to a place where they are, like the innocent ones, where they've had 2 or 3 reds in a row, and they haven't responded to the organisational help, he says, it's an HR issue, you just need to get rid of them. He said, and that's part of my 10% rule. He said, but your role as leaders is focus on your diamonds and your future diamonds in the organisation. So my question to myself from that and to all of you is that what you're doing? Because I know what I find myself dragged into are the problem children in the organisation, and we spend ages trying to get them back on track. I've got to say my success rate personally there is about 1 in 100. And yet I've given up all that time on them at the expense of Jimmy or Lucy, who's my star performer. How can I make him or her a better star performer? It's at the lost opportunity cost of the people in the organisation who are my future leaders. And you're talking about selling your business. You need to develop that team below you where any potential acquirer thinks, wow, I've got a great team here, I don't need you. And then you can add a bit extra onto the price, because if you go out in a multiple of 8 times earnings and you're paying yourself 150,000 quid a year, you can say, well, my business is worth an extra £1 million.